The Rose, the Butterfly, and the Caterpillar, a Fable, addressed to Miss D. at Newington. When the tired hind with heat oppressed had fought cool shades to give him reft, when flocks and herds with languor bleat, and when the sun had rose complete, a caterpillar felt the ray into a rose tree that spread 10,000 sweets around his head. Kind dame, would you but shelter me from rays which seem to nourish thee? Indulged by you, I'd grateful prove, and evermore the rose tree love. Whilst this he spoke, a butterfly with gaudy plumes came fluttering by. The fragrant smell and blushing hue this beauteous insect nearer drew, a while he hovered round the rose, which all its sweets did now disclose. Anxious to charm this gaudy thing, that round her whisked his golden wing, she said, with well-dissembled smile, striving the insect to beguile, we who in beauty seem to vie, attracting each beholder's eye, were surely formed by heaven above, for all the joys of mutual love. That filthy worm that's crawling there had impudence to deem me fair. This fable aimed to highlight the caterpillar's journey to seeking out beauty, and it promises gratitude for the beauty of the rose that shelters it from the sun. But as it does so, another beautiful creature, a butterfly, is drawn to the rose's fragrance and color. The rose is eager to charm the butterfly and dismisses the caterpillar, calling it a filthy worm, despite its earlier plea for shelter. This fable highlights themes of vanity and ingratitude. It contrasts superficial appeal of beauty with genuine appreciation. It shows that what's on the inside matters, as what's on the inside for the caterpillar will ultimately become the butterfly. They're no different from each other. But the exterior, the beauty on the outside of both the rose and the butterfly, makes them better than the lowly worm, at least in the eyes of the rose and the butterfly. This is a really cool fable that I wanted to highlight. It's an old fable from an old periodical, and it's been practically forgotten. It's a story that stands the test of time, some 300 years old, and I think it's really cool. Of course, other stories have told the same story, like Beauty on the Inside. Other stories have told the same fable about the caterpillar and the butterfly are the same, even though one seems ugly and one seems beautiful. So I thought that this was just a really cool fable just due to its age and the concepts here and the original ideas to the story. What's interesting about the story is it's hard to read because instead of an S, all the S's in the story, or most of them, are spelled with an F, which is very interesting. I don't know if that was standard for British periodicals back in the day, but I found this fascinating and wanted to highlight it as some old literature that was interesting to read.